What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be back working on Walzer's E46 wagon. I know some of you guys were a little upset we didn't show you the car put back together. Well, that's because we didn't do it yet. We had to wait for the paint to finish, and I was behind on videos, so it's my fault. I'm not going to blame anybody else. But between that and also we need to cut the fenders for the front, because the front fenders that were on the car were completely cooked. I mean, yeah, you have to cut them for the overs and whatnot, but they were bent, twisted, buckled, everything. So Walzer actually got some new fenders that are actually the same color, but they need to be cut for these vents. And on top of that, as you can see, the kit don't look as bad now, because I went to the parts store and I bought some 2K clear, and I literally just doused it. I did 2 cans on the rest of the stuff, because I don't know if it was just a bad mix in the paint that he bought, or if it was old, or what it was, but it turned out terrible. It was not good. The color, I will say, the color match is pretty good. Now, again, if it was a paint gun, I know some of you guys said you could have just did a paint gun and bought the paint and blah, 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 which is fine, but that's just not what Walzer did. Walzer bought the paint, he bought the clear coat, and they said, hey, this is what we're gonna do. I said, cool, I'm not gonna fight you on your car. So, we painted it, we cleared it, the clear sucked, I bought more, it's a little bit better. So again, it's not show quality, it's also not paint gun quality clear, but it's a lot better. And in my opinion, it might not match 100%, but it'll look better than black overs on a silver car. So at least it'll be all one color, might be a little bit different shade, but it'll be all the same color. So what we're gonna do today is get the fenders cut so we can get those put on the wagon, get the overs put on the fenders, put the over fenders on the quarters, put the front bumper on, and we got some tires that we need to mount on the wheels that he's got on the car, because he's keeping the wheels that Matt sold him, or Matt traded with the car, and we're just gonna put new tires on that. And then we're probably gonna get it on the lift to see what's going on with this exhaust, because the exhaust is terrible. I mean, it's got a huge leak. I think either the V-band broke or the flex pipe's done, something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the car in here, get the fenders cut, get them on, get the body kit on and out of the way, and then move on to the exhaust. So I'm gonna go get the car and then wait for Walzer to get here when he gets off work, and we're gonna get some stuff done. Okay, guys, so Walzer's here now. I missed him cutting the fenders, but he went ahead and cut the hole here. He left a little piece here because the other time, what was it? It didn't have any, like any kind of rigidity, right? Like these were just completely gone.
Car, and the way Matt had it before, you just cut it.
It was cut all there.
Fenders.
Yeah.
But if the wheel gets off in any way and catches that,
yeah,
it's Dunsky.
It's pretty much done.
The way it looked.
Right. So he left this there to give it some stability, but got all those cut. He's working on getting the rib nuts in now. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, this is a dirty ass fender, but the color's not that off.
This is like a different color.
I mean, you can definitely tell like automotive clear coat compared to spray paint clear coat.
Look at this color and that color.
What do you mean? Are they different?
This is titanium silver. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, this has got a little more blue in it.
Blue.
Whatever. All right, so we're just gonna have a bunch of mixed match stuff. So, but all right, well, he's getting the rivets in there, and once he gets all, or the rib nuts, and once he gets the rib nuts in there, we'll probably pull the car around, try to slap them on there. This exhaust sucks.
Yeah.
So we need to get that done.
Yeah.
All right, so well, we just pulled the car in now so that we could get the tabs that were on the fender actually were broken. Like the tabs that were welded onto the car right here, they actually came off. I don't know if they came off before or whatever, so we're gonna sand these down, tack weld them back on so that the mounts are still there. And once I get my dad's car finished up real quick, I'm gonna get his car off the lift, put this on the lift so we can check out this exhaust, because it sounds terrible. But we're gonna hopefully, if it's just a quick weld and be good, then sick. If not, we're gonna see what we gotta do. So, but let's get these cleaned up, tack welded on, and get the fenders on. You're doing a good job. You're doing a real good job. Well, while he's doing that, I am actually putting transmission fluid in my dad's car because he had a bad trans in his car. He got it from a buddy of ours. I want to say real quick though, if you've never used these bags right here for like your gear oil and stuff, I actually have saved like 2 or 3 of these at a time. And yes, I know it's gear oil, but I'm putting trans fluid in this so that I can put it in the transmission. So basically I'm just saving it, putting trans fluid in this and then transferring it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this up real quick and I'll show you why I've been saving. All right, so I made a little bit of a mess, but whatever. I'm gonna see if I can do this one-handed just to show you. Oh, I'm spilling. Yeah, I kind of overfilled this. So basically, if you look up here, that is the fill hole for the transmission. So what I'm gonna do is I get this up in here. I'm gonna put the phone down real quick so I can get this started, because I really don't think I'm gonna be able to do it one-handed. So I'm gonna at least get it started, and I'll show you why the bags, if you don't already know, because if you know already, then yeah, you know. If you know, you know. So I'm gonna put this up in there and show you. All right, so I put the phone down. I'm probably still gonna have to put it down. But anyways, I put it over here, got it in there, and basically I just squeeze the bag. I turn it up, because this is tight. I mean, you could do the whole really long hose trick and whatnot to get it up in there, but like, this works really great. I mean, you can see my hand is squeezed in there, and I'm just squeezing it away, just putting tranny fluid in this thing. So, but this is a mess. I don't really want to get my phone covered in transmission fluid, so I'm gonna put this down, and next clip, hopefully he'll be done with that, and we'll get that on the lift. So Walzer just got the wheel off because he wants to raise the car a bit. And what discovery did you just find, sir?
Need some preload.
There's negative preload.
A little bit. Well, a little bit.
I mean, if you wedge a couple blocks of wood in there, you might have some preload, but
we'll get it right.
Yeah, so he's gonna raise this up a bit, and then we're gonna start working on welding these things back on. So get this thing raised up.
I'm working on it.
Hurry up.
He had it super, super low.
Well, he likes it. I mean, it did look good. I will give him that, but it was almost, it's too low for daily.
To be a functional drift car, what this main purpose will be, I mean, I will daily it, but
I like how you go from what does main functional be, but I am going to daily it.
It's not going to be a daily that I'm going to drift. This is a drift car that I'm going to be dumb enough and drive on the street.
Yeah.
See, there's a difference.
He set it up as a drift car, drifted it a couple times, and then said it was a drift car that he dailied, and then it just got ruined slowly but surely. Yeah, we need to put some anti-seize or something on there.
You think?
All right, well, he's going to keep doing this, and then we'll get this stuff welded on. All right, so we are just constantly finding more and more things with this car. So I'm not going to say anything. You don't say anything. I just want to see if anybody in the comments real quick, before we point it out. Before we point it out, all right? 5, 1. This ain't supposed to be there, Matt. This is supposed to be up here. What are you doing?
Hey, the fact that Chris sent this and he
I did too.
4 people with there was 0 preload on the front. It was just on the shocks. You're driving the piss out of it.
Fucking Chris drove it. I drove it. Matt drove it. I think Chris Knapp drove it. Like, and Matt was driving this on the street. Like that, Matt. All right, dude. We're gonna have a talk. Okay. So you know, like where everybody says nut and bolt check your cars and blah 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 blah. I think I'm gonna have to text you at least once a week to see if you nut and bolt checked your daily driver, your daily, which is not normal, but you got to get on it because that's not safe. I am afraid for your safety. And I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So
I gotta tighten this.
You gotta tighten it to loosen it?
Loosen this.
Yeah. So Walzer already raised the passenger side. Would you raise it about an inch, inch and a half?
Raise it an inch.
Yeah, raise it an inch and set preload because there was none.
So preload is a must. Preload, you take this collar and this spring and you turn it.
How much preload's on there right now?
Now there has some.
Oh.
But you turn it by hand until you can no longer turn it by hand. And as soon as you reach there, half a turn.
Who told you that?
Chelsea DeNova.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody has watched that video.
Hey.
And now everyone's...
People don't understand preload. You have any?
I don't think Matt watched that video.
There's a whole lot of people that don't put preload.
Well, I will say this also, though, because a lot of people will do that just to dump their cars. Which I get. I'm not getting on nobody for that. But at the same time... this ain't it for what you're going to use it for. So Walzer's going to get this thing set up a little bit better. We are eventually probably going to get better coilovers for this.
I have.
You have some already, but they need to be rebuilt and whatnot. But we're working on it. We also got this tire because we keep robbing the ESRs off of the wagon so that he could use them as spares for his drift car. But I had this tire up on my shelf. It's a 235/40, and I think this is what we're going to run on the front because I think this is a 10 or a 10.5 inch wide wheel. Let's see. Oh, it's only a 9.5.
What?
It's only a 9.5.
Nice.
So it's only a 18 by 9.5 on the front. I think 10.5 or 11 on the back.
That's why the fitment looked like trash.
Yeah, so, but we got a 235/40 18 for the front, and then we have two 255/35s for the rear, just to kind of get the even amount of stretch. We're not going OD with it. We're not going crazy lip to fender fitment because he wants this car to be functional. And I mean, I know there is stance and function at the same time.
I have lower control arms as well. We will be fixing. This thing will be set up for drifting, but I'm just going to drive it on the street.
Yeah. So Walzer already has, as you know, the coupe, and he kind of already knows like the sauce for it. He already knows what you need. He knows which arms to order and whatnot. I mean, it's really no different than a sedan. I mean, it's all set up the same way basically. So he's going to get this thing set up a lot better and just be a more functioning car. I want Matt to drive this thing after you set it up because it's going to be night and day difference. He might want it back. He already wanted it back for a little while, but he ain't getting it back.
Yeah, no. I mean, even though the TI looks good.
TI does look good.
Love what Matt's done.
Hate the exhaust. It doesn't do it justice on video, but the exhaust is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Speaking of exhaust, we are going to have to fix this exhaust. So once he's done raising this up, and again, once I get those welded on, I'm just waiting for him to get out of the way because I don't want him to... Actually, no, he's going to do this side. I'm going to weld that side and then bing, bing, boom, do that stuff.
Yeah.
And then that car is going to come out. This car is going to go there. And then hopefully not be here all friggin' night. So, all right, let me go get some welding. So not my best welding, but we got the little tabs welded back on there on both sides. Boom, all done. Walzer's already on it. He's excited to see this thing with the fenders on it. Painted fenders, not buckled fenders. I mean, you could definitely tell the difference in the clear coat, but I mean, the fucking fender is filthy, but and I do see now.
Different color. That fender is a different color.
This fender is a different color, so you got 5 shades of Walzer. But anyways, it definitely looks a lot better. We'll get it all back together and stuff, get the rears on, and then we'll back it out out of the shop and see how it looks. All right, so I don't want to show you guys the car yet because we're not completely finished with the outside, but we got it on the lift, and oh my God, I'd say it has an exhaust leak. 2 of them. This is not good. That's hot, dude.
A little warm.
It's a little warm. So we're probably just gonna lop it off right here, right across, and just restart because this is...
No, if the hanger was there, it'd be where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I mean, this is still bad.
Yeah, I mean, the muffler's done.
So I mean, we can...
All that's fine. We just need to...
I mean, even this is fine. We just gotta get the hanger back on and fix this. This is terrible. Well, I think they used a muffler for a resonator. But... All right, well, it got done, that's for sure. Not bad welds, just bad muffler. So, but just wanted to show you guys this because this is gonna be the next task. So let's get this shit cut up.
It has adjustable lower control arms.
And a lot of...
Oh, man.
Yeah, it does have adjustable. So if yours are better, put those on here. If not, just use these.
I'm just gonna use those. They're on there.
Okay.
You know what that means, right?
It's got BCs on the back, just not on the front. Return?
No.
What? Spares? My car?
Because things you can see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, we're gonna mess with this some more. So let's get this exhaust cut off. All right, guys, so what we ended up doing is taking the exhaust off because as you can see, we cut one and we realized the V-band was very loose. And then we started cutting this one and it just wasn't all that great. But there's a lot of welds from there all the way back to here. And I noticed that this muffler on the back, it was cut or welded at an angle just so that it could clear the bumper. So we are actually gonna be just leaving it this way until we get some exhaust pipe in and get new exhaust put on, because we're gonna run it from there all the way back. Just gonna do it the right way and then just make it nice. So we're gonna go get the stock rear bumper and get that put on here. All right guys, so it's hot, but got the bumpers, got the overs, and I got the rear tires put on Walzer's car. I'll show it to you now, not off the lift yet, just because we still got a couple things we gotta do, but I'm gonna show it to you right now. So it looks a lot better. Obviously we still gotta get the rubber off the back bumper, but we gotta get that. We gotta get this trim piece here. We gotta get this trim piece here. And yeah, so I mean, it looks 1,000 times better. I mean, like I said before, the paint isn't the right match. It's not like a perfect match on the overs, but I mean, from a good 20 feet, it'll look fine. Front bumper wasn't a perfect bumper, so it's on there though. It looks good. We made that grill work off of a different one. Right here, he's got the new math, so I'm gonna get that put on there. Got this tire put on. Still need to order one more tire. So got to order a tire for that side over there, because this side's a 235/40/18. The rears, like I said before, 255/35/18, and the stretch looks really good on the back. But this front one's a 265/35 that he used these right here for spares on his drift car. So we're gonna get him a smaller tire here. We did also realize the caster is off on the angle kit. So I don't know if this is the V1 version of this kit. I think it's P&P or plug and play, whatever the hell it is, I don't know. But the problem is the lollipop bushings are centered. And when you put the knuckle adapters in the extended arms, it moves the rear, or moves the wheel further to the back of the car. So Walzer's got to order the offset bushings for the lollipops so that the caster can push the front, or push the wheels forward, and then we'll get better caster and it won't smash the fender every time he tries to turn the wheel. So, but we're gonna get this thing pulled out, cleaned up, and get some good shots of this thing. Guys, so this thing turned out a lot better than we thought. Not as good as we want, but a lot better than we thought.
Not yet.
Not yet. But we got the overs on there, got the fenders cut, got the bumpers on it, good to go, got the good rear tires, got this one. So we have a few more things that we're waiting to come in. We ordered the exhaust. We actually ordered 2.5-inch exhaust for the E46 wagon and my car. So next video, I'm hoping, don't hold me to it, but the next couple videos, we will be putting exhaust on the E46 and my E36. So we ordered the big kit where it has a bunch of bends and straights and whatnot and everything. So ordered that. We also need to order one more tire. What else do we need to order? Offset bushings.
Offset bushings. And
tire, offset bushings, and exhaust. And then he can drive it. It's really not that far from being street legal, I guess you could say.
Probably gonna take it to US Drift street legal, and I'm approved for it. But the other one is, but I'm pretty sure this one would be too.
I mean, I don't know why. It's pretty much street legal.
Oh, it is street legal.
You know what I mean? It's way more street legal than yours.
My black one's street legal.
Street legal. Yeah. But with this, I mean, it was a big turnaround. I mean, just from the black overs to the silver overs were a big difference. Putting different size tires on it changed it, and he raised it a little bit. We're still gonna dial in the fitment and all that good stuff, and we'll get to that. So, but for now, this thing's sick. He's a lot happier, and yeah. So, but that's probably gonna be it for this video, guys. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be sick. And stay tuned for the next one, because we're going to be doing some more BMW stuff. So, see ya.